In light of the ever-evolving nature of COVID-19 and the coronavirus, we are canceling Resurrection's worship service for this Sunday, March 15th, and next Sunday, March 22nd, and we'll continue to evaluate as we learn more. Worship is at the heart of being church, and worship provides an opportunity to connect with God and to connect with one another. And when we worship, we are highly connected, right? We share the same space, we sit near each other in the pews, we hold hands, we shake hands, we embrace, we pass the same plates, and we gather shoulder to shoulder around the same table, and we share the same cup and the same wine and the same juice and the same bread. And after worship, we gather around the same tables and we share coffee and cookie and conversations. And it's this highly connected aspect of our worship that makes gathering together so life-giving. And it's also this highly connected aspect of our public worship service that has the potential to spread the virus even further. So from what I and our church council understand of the current pandemic, all of us then share a responsibility to what we can do to help reduce the spread of the virus. There is no doubt a loss to not gathering for worship together, but refraining from our large gatherings is an act of love for our neighbor. And it's precisely because we care for our neighbor's well-being, especially our neighbors and church members who are most vulnerable to the risk of the virus, that we are pausing our Sunday morning worship as well as our Wednesday worship services as well. Presiding Bishop of the ELCA, Elizabeth Eaton, provided for me a helpful way of thinking about this. She used the word fast, right? This notion of fasting, which is a Christian discipline that we sometimes talk about and do in the season of Lent. So in essence, we are fasting from our corporate worship services, our larger gatherings, as an act of love toward our neighbors, and fasting in this sense as a personal sacrifice that hopefully helps benefit something bigger than ourselves, the shared well-being of our entire community, our national community, and also our global community. And as much as I will personally miss gathering together with you for worship, because it truly is one of my favorite parts of the week, I'm willing to not worship. I'm willing to not meet for the sake of your health and the health of so many. It truly is, as we understand it, a life or death matter for many people. So please stay tuned to our church's communication. We will do our best to try to keep you updated as the situation changes and evolves. We will also provide to you through our church communication the ways that you can still tune in to a form of worship. We will offer a streaming online version of a worship service. So on Sunday at 9:30, that's our worship time. You will be able to virtually, through a streaming device, be able to connect for a time of worship. We will get those details to you. And so although we are refraining from large public gatherings, we are still connected. Please take the initiative to reach out to your fellow church members or also your neighbors to check in. We can pray together over the phone. We can break up some of the isolation we might be experiencing during the week with phone calls and texts and just checking in with each other. So be the one who picks up the phone and makes that call. And if there's something you need, if getting to the store is going to be a problem, if getting groceries is not something you're going to be able to do, some of us will be able to do that. So let me know or reach out, and we can find ways to be a source of support to each other in practical ways during this time as well. I thought we could conclude with the dismissal, the sending from our Ash Wednesday worship service. Go forth into the world to serve God with gladness. Be of good courage. Hold fast to that which is good. Render to no one evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Help the afflicted. Honor all people. Love and serve God, rejoicing in the power of the Holy Spirit. Thanks be to God. Amen.